Good morning, Braille class, and welcome back for our maths today. So let's have a look at what we're going to be doing today. So we've got our starter here. So we've got to have a look. It says, our first number says something is than 49. So I want you to have a think about what that symbol means. Okay, and where it's pointing to, so where the large end of the symbol is pointing to, and think about which number you could put there. Then our second one is, can you write another number sentence that is the same as 14 add 5? You're going to have to real good think about that one. Then number 3 is, how many tens are there in the number 48? Okay, so see if you can have a go at those for me for our starter and remind yourself about what we were doing last term. So pause me whilst you do that. Okay, our objective today is, can I measure using non-standard units? Let's just say it one more time. Can I measure using non-standard units? Good, fantastic. Now, we are going to be measuring different objects today using non-standard units. This means we could use anything to measure this castle. However, there are some rules. So our first rule is, all of the items must be the same size. So if I was using shells, they can't all be different. They must all be the same sized shell. Our second rule is, the objects you use must be next to each other. They can't have spaces in between. Okay, so we've got our two simple rules. Let's just remind ourselves. They must be the same size, good, and they must be next to each other. Good. Okay, let's have a look. We're going to try and measure our castle together today. So let's see how many shells long our castle is, because I've chosen shells to measure it. It's my non-standard unit of measure. So count with me. 1, 2, don't count until I've let go. 3, can you see how carefully I am putting them next to each other? I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, just a little bit bigger. Let's just make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, so how many shells long is this castle? Can you tell me in a full sentence? The castle is 6 shells long. Okay, let's see how tall the giraffe is. And this time we're going to measure him using some suitcases, because remember, when I'm measuring, I can use things around the house to help me. So I'm going to use suitcases. Ready? Let's count. So I'm going to start from the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Oh, how tall is my giraffe? Remember your full sentence. The giraffe is 3 suitcases tall. 1, 2, 3. 3 suitcases tall. Good. Oh, gosh. So the giraffe is 3 suitcases tall, but how many bottles tall? Should we use our bottles to measure him? You ready? Let's start from the bottom. 1, don't count until I've let go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's make it a bit bigger. Okay, 6, isn't he? So let's say the giraffe is 6 bottles tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 bottles tall. So it's your turn now. So I want you to have a think. You're going to measure a spoon around your house, okay? And you could use anything that you could find, but you've got to remember those 2 rules, okay? So rule number 1, let's remind ourselves, the items must be the same size, and we're not allowed to leave any gaps. Good. So your task is to get a spoon, choose your non-standard unit of measure your spoon, write the sentence below. So you say the spoon is long, long, and I'll show you in a minute an example. Then I want you to take a picture, okay? So it seems like a lot, but it's not. So you've got to measure your spoon. So choose something around your house. So it could be paper clips. It could be Lego bricks if you wanted to measure it using Lego bricks, but they've got to be the same size. Could be cubes if you find cubes and measure your spoon. So have a think what you could use to measure the spoon. But remember, they've got to be the same size and next to each other. So let me show you. So here I've got my spoon. You have to pretend this on my floor. I've got my spoon and I've measured it using paper clips. So here I'm going to fill it in. How many paper clips long is the spoon? So the spoon is 1, 2, 3, 4. So I put in here 4 paper clips long, and I could just draw a paper clip. I don't need to write paper clips, I could draw it. The spoon is 4 paper clips long. Okay, so you pause me now and have a go at measuring your spoon using something around your house, and then come back for our second task. Okay, our task 2 is measure 2 or more items of your choice using a non-standard unit of measure, and remember to take a picture. So it could be if you've got a cream egg, you could measure your cream egg. Could be you could measure your pen. And now think about what you're going to use to measure it, okay? And remember to take a picture of it and write that sentence for me. So pause me once you do that. And then our last challenge is, how long is your living room? So, for example, what you could do is you could measure how long your living room is using books. You've got to make sure the books are the same size. So I might use lots of different books. These books are the same size, so I might keep using those and seeing how long my living room is. Then I might use something different. So I might say my living room might be 24 books long. So you can see my unit of measure, I used a book. How many units long was it? And I put 24. My living room is 24 books long. Now I might choose something else to measure my living room. I might use, oh, I know, those Duplo blocks, you know, the larger ones. So I might put blocks, and I might measure, making sure all the blocks are the same size though, measure the length of my living room, okay? So if you're feeling up for a challenge, you can have a go at that, but remember, it is a challenge, so it should be a bit tricky, okay? So have your best go. All right, I look forward to seeing all of your fantastic work on Tapestry. Bye, Braille class.